step off in a couple seconds. Or I can do the initial introduction, then step out for like 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's fine.
I got to hear some real quick, but yeah, we can start.
Alrighty. So, hello everybody. This is Off the Runner, a Gundam and Gunpla podcast. Welcome to our 7th episode. Didn't think we'd get this far, but here we are. As I thought we were gonna burn up in atmospheric entry, but here we are. As always, I am your host, MVious Cosplay.
And I'm DJProvoke.
And I am Bucket Knight Cosplay.
Alrighty. So, as always, it's good to be back. So how you guys doing? It's been about a couple weeks and a day because I couldn't make it to last night. But how are you guys doing?
Been doing well.
Yeah, been good. Just doing lots of house cleaning. A lot of house cleaning. Cleaning out my garage and stuff that needs to be done that's been waiting like 5+ years. So yeah, cleaning out your garage is fun. The things you find.
Yeah, I sort of know what you mean. I just rearranged my entire layout of my room. So it's like, why did I not think of this in the first place like 4 years ago when I got to this house?
I'm actually thinking about doing the same thing. I want to try to rearrange my office. I work from home, so I want to get a different type of desk. I want to get like an L desk, so I have my work on one part of the desk, and then I can work on like if I want to just build, just get away from everything and just build like on the other part of the desk, on the L part, then that's what I kind of want to do. But I don't know like if it will actually fit in here. So, but I want to try to rearrange this though soon.
Yeah,
rearranging's always good.
It is, and when you're done, it's just really refreshing.
No, definitely.
It really is, because my living room is completely empty now. There's nothing in it, and it's probably going to stay that way for a little bit to kind of get an idea as to what I want to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with my family room. Like couches have been taken out, garbage has been taken out, old stuff. So now I've been living here my entire life, and I just not realizing how big this room is.
Yeah, like by early August, my family would be in this house for 4 years now, and when we first moved in, my bed was like dead center in my room, so it's like the walking space was like the letter U, like a U shape.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I pretty much moved the bed literally right next to the window, I have so much more walking space, and I rearranged everything. I'm like, why didn't I think of this in the first place? Why did I pick the center of my room to be where the bed's gonna be? So, yeah, walking space is always a good thing. Alrighty, so with intros out of the way, we can move on to our first topic, and as always, that is incoming releases from Bandai in regards to Gundam. And okay, I was like, what the heck is going on? My mouse is not moving. So okay, yeah, the mouse is moving, so I'll just use the mouse pad on the laptop. So, alrighty, first off, let's go to newtype.com, and for verification, you guys see my screen, right?
Yes, I can see it.
I do.
Perfect. Okay. So, as what we talked about last time, the MGX Unicorn Gundam is coming out at the hefty price point of $249.99. I mean, $249.99.
I mean, it's a beautiful suit, but I mean,
it is. But
that's a car payment, man.
That's a car payment and almost a perfect grade price. Holy crap! And yeah, so it's like I'm on the fence with this, just like the MG Wing Zero, but then again, the MG Wing Zero is like $70 compared to 250. But yeah, still though, prices are really high price point for a master grade.
this funny thing is, I'm not gonna lie. The unicorn's cool, but I find that I'm oddly drawn to the Hello Kitties next to them.
Oh yeah, the Chogokins.
Oh my
My
God! It has a cockpit. Oh my God, that's
and
awesome.
oh my god. And okay, we're gonna
Oh,
take
I
a
didn't
look
know
at
it had a
this.
cockpit. Very
Oh.
cool.
It has a little
I like
Hello
that one.
Char. There's a Hello Char figure to go inside the cockpit. That is
It's-
so cute.
See, and now, ladies and gentlemen, we've gone off script. We found Hello Kitty.
Hello Gundam.
Seriously, I have.
The eyes
Oh my
spider.
God, the eyes. Okay, I want one.
Oh my god, that is so cute. Oh, it even has
Yeah.
angry
Oh, it even
eyes.
gets angry eyes. Oh, oh my goodness gracious. Yeah. You know what? I don't feel bad. I want one. I want them both.
Same. I just
Yeah.
want the Char one because it's so cute.
I think, you know what? With this new remodeling of my home, this is exactly what I need.
Okay, since we're on the Hello Gundam subject, let's check out the Hello Gundam. Okay. Oh, and there's a little Hello Amuro. Let's see. Okay. And since these are Chogokin figures, I'm gonna assume these are metal. Because majority of the case, Chogokin figures are partially or fully die cast.
Yeah.
Looks metal.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think I might have to invest in this.
Okay, why is the eyes pink? I don't remember RX-78 having pink eyes. I always remember
There they
having
are. There's the angry eyes.
yeah, the traditional yellow eyes for the RX-78.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a video. I mean, a picture mistake or something.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not feeling this one. I'm probably gonna go for the Zaku 2 one instead.
I can see it, but you know, on general principle, I have to get them both. It must be done.
Mm-hmm.
It's not
All
negotiable.
right.
I ended up buying the other Hello Kitty one, the Hello Kitty that is like basically on the frame of an SD. I got
Oh,
that
okay.
one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'm
Alrighty.
gonna be doing
Moving.
something with Denise. I'm gonna be doing what is it called? A time lapse. That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be doing a time lapse, just letting her build the whole thing just under the time lapse. So
Nice.
hopefully by the end of the week we'll get some time and we'll do it. I'm gonna try to set it up with like 2 cameras and then we'll go from there.
Cool, cool. Alrighty. So that's pretty much all the incoming stuff for Gundam, my new type. So moving on to the next website is Big Bad Toy Store, and there is quite a few things on pre-order. You'll like this one, Edwin, because it's a Black TriStar, and it's a figure. It is the Gundam Robot Spirits Zaku 1. So,
Oh, that one looks nice.
like this.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
I'm not,
nice.
as you know, I'm not really a fan of the TriStars, but this looks phenomenal.
It
Like
looks
the
very
paint.
clean.
Yeah.
It's okay, Marvin. I'll forgive you.
Oh, that looks
Does it
cool.
come with
The
blast? It comes with
blast
blast?
effect.
Oh.
You know what? I just realized what this was because they have a GM that's like this, and it has the blast effects and the vernier nozzles and stuff on it.
Nice.
I think it's a GM command, and I was looking at it the other day, and I was like, "Oh my God, this is awesome!"
What scale is that?
From my understanding, Robot Spirits is like the SH figure arts of Gundam stuff, so it's pretty small. Ugh, ugh. Five
There we
inches tall,
go.
basically.
Wow. Okay.
Like,
Yeah, it's kind of
like
short.
yeah, and it's like
It's a little tiny.
it's a little
Well,
tiny for a triple digit price. So
yeah.
it's not my cup of tea, but there's something for everybody in Gundam. So
Isn't that pretty much the size of a 144th? Like right around there or
a
so?
About, I
little,
think it's.
I think it's like half an inch shorter.
Mm-hmm.
Because Universal Century high grades are usually 5 to 6 inches, no, 5 to 5.5 inches tall.
Okay.
So
Just
this one's
sent
a
you.
little on the tiny side.
All right,
Yeah.
I just sent you the GM. It's the RGM 79C. It's in the comments, the messenger.
Messenger, right?
I mean, no, for Skype. I mean,
Oh, okay. let's pull that up really quick into the chat. Oh, okay. Oh, and it's on Premium Bandai. Interesting. Well, that's the last website we're going to be on, so we'll get to that.
Oh, there you go.
Going back, that's the MGX again. Oh wow, on Big Bad Toy Store, it's a bit cheaper, but still. This is interesting.
Then you got to figure what's your shipping price. You know,
will it
all
cool,
balance out on shipping?
The cool thing about Big Bad Toy Store, shipping for their slowest shipping rate, it's $4.
Okay, that's not bad.
But how long are we talking here? Like weeks, months?
Oh, no. I've been shopping on Big Bad Toy Store for pretty much a lot of stuff, and it's like about 8 to 10 business days.
Okay. Oh, that's not bad. Oh,
that's not too bad. And then, of course, their second tier is like 4 days.
Okay,
but
that's not bad.
Moving on, we have, this is interesting. This was like, wow, they actually are doing pilot action figures now. And their first run is apparently some Xeon Soldier figures.
That's pretty cool. So, I like
that. Let's just look at the set. So instead of going through each one, you get 2 male figures, one about young, middle age, and then one like Ramba Rao old, and then one female pilot. And then these are about 4 inches tall. Soldier 1 comes with a sniper, camo net, extra headpiece. Soldier 2, shotgun, and land mover. Not sure what that is, but the Soldier 3 comes with communications equipment, a tripod, and binoculars. So basically the scout.
You know, it'd be pretty cool if this came with one of those Magella attack tanks. That would like round out this. That would like round this picture out really good. That'd be an awesome set to have that, the whole tank set, you know.
I'm getting major 8th MS team vibes from this set.
That's what I was thinking about that when I thought it up, yeah. I like how he has a little jetpack on the back for space combat.
Yeah, that's awesome. Or just flight combat in general.
Yeah, that's cool.
The faces.
Nice.
I like how the chick has a cigar. That's funny.
I know.
Post battle break. All right, moving on. I'm not sure if you guys are into these, but here is a Gundam Converge. I'm sure you've seen these around in some stores, but they're like little tiny SD figures. They don't really move or anything. They're just for display, but they have like a gold edition box set. So it's pretty much the figures, I mean the units that have gold coloring. So you have 2 variants of the Hyakushiki, and a straight gold frame, and the oh so ever amazing Shining Gundam in its super mode. So yeah, I'm excited for that, but I just want that. I don't want the set. I just want this.
I approve of this.
Oh man. Yeah, approximately 2 inches tall, each one. And this measurement here is just the box per each one. Moving on, there's another thing that Edwin is really into, and that is the figures, and these are the fixed figuration metal composite figures.
Yes.
And this one is a 40th anniversary commemorative edition of the RX-78 Granddaddy.
God.
Oh, wow. And apparently, judging from the beam rifle design, this is based on the Origin edition of the RX-78.
It is, yeah. It's a prototype rifle.
Lovely.
So, I'm not too familiar with these, but are they basically just like they're metal figures, but they're still pretty posable? From what they're showing here, then.
And I have a lot of
like
them.
They're
some
already
are metal.
Pre-built.
Yeah. Some are metal, some are plastic.
Some a bit of both.
They have a lot of parts. There's right there. Yeah, it would come with stuff like that depending on what suit you have.
This is interesting.
And then you can switch them out.
V-fins.
Matter of fact, there's one that I have here. That's the GM Command, but it has the armor pieces for the RX-78, so I could take it apart and then make it the RX-78 or the GM Command. So you can swap parts like that. like the chest armor will come off, the arms and legs, the leg armor will come off and reveal the frame, and you just pop them back on.
Very nice. Oh, and this is pretty much master grade size.
Nice.
Interesting.
For $200.
I mean, it is a metal composite.
But bills.
Yeah, bills.
Bills.
We'll skip these two as these are currently just restocks of older kits. I have this one, but I'm debating on getting a new one because mine is, it sadly is not holding up, and it breaks my heart that it is not holding up. Because this is it's my precious, it's my baby, and it was my first master grade scale. So, yeah. Moving on. We have a Gundam Girls Generation Rain figure from G Gundam. I currently have the Domon figure coming in, so let's just take a quick look. Like I got Domon, I gotta get Rain, right?
Makes sense.
Oh
to
God,
me.
this scene, this scene. Oh my God, I like the dub. Just listening to the dub of that scene when Rain is getting the mobile trace suit, I'm just like, if someone is just walking in on you or hearing it outside the door, they'd assume some things of what you're watching.
True.
Oh, this is interesting. I'm not familiar with this. It's another Robot Spirits figure. It's like a variant of the Gyaradoga.
A Psycho Doga.
Oh, I see why. I see why now. Okay, this is probably just a concept or variant, and it wasn't even not that it's not even in Shar's counterattack, but it's a Gyaradoga with fin funnels.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, they look like Sazabi's funnels, yeah.
Yeah, Sazabi and the Yak Dogas that Yune and Quest had.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the little like sailor hat. I love that.
That's what you call it, a sailor hat?
Well, it looks like a naval sailor hat.
I was thinking of the Admiral's hat,
that
but
angle,
yeah.
now I could see that. I see what
in
you're
the
talking
Navy. In the Space Navy.
Oh, that's cool. You can deploy the funnels. That's awesome.
You know, high grades and master grades need to just have these for funnel or dragoon units. I mean, seriously, as much as I love my real grade new Gundam, I find it so dumb that you wanted you want your funnels to fly, buy the expansion set, which comes with another real grade new Gundam. Like, I don't need the new Gundam again. I just want something to hold the funnels, please.
I think the Dragoon system from the Strike Freedom would look good like that. Don't you think so, Marvin?
No.
I do.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Did I hit a nerve?
Yes.
Oh, that's a pity.
That's my build right now that I'm working on. I'm working on not the Strike Freedom, but just the Freedom.
You're a good man. You're a good man, Gil. You're a very good man. Don't you think so, Marvin? Isn't he a good man?
Yeah, he's a good guy. This one might tickle Gilbert's fancy, though. A perfect grade Exia 10th anniversary 00.
I think that might be my Christmas present right there.
That's a big one.
Yep, 160, and for a decent price too.
Yeah.
I actually have that. Well, I don't know if it's a re-release, but I actually have one. Okay, that's cool. I like that. But I actually have one that I never finished. That's actually sitting not too far from me right now. So I kind of wonder if this is a re-release of what I have.
This is definitely a re-release. It's a commemorative 10th anniversary edition.
Yeah, because the one I got was, 5-6 years ago. So yeah, this should be very interesting.
Ooh, comes with
they're reworking any of the
like the engineering.
Like when they re-released the Strike, they redid the armor. Like they added more panel lining and stuff. So I wonder if this one is going to have more like a rework of the armor on it too.
Maybe.
It looks a lot, well, just by looking at it. First of all, it's beautiful. Second of all, it looks a lot more detailed than the one I have. I mean, a hell of a lot more detailed.
Mm-hmm.
It looks have a lot of surface detail. That looks
Oh,
Yeah,
beautiful.
love it.
it really does.
Come on, Bandai. Where's your 2.0 perfect grade Wing Zero EW, huh? Hmm? Hmm? That thing is old and
Um,
ancient.
I'm sure it's coming down the pipe.
Yeah.
Is that
They
Alrighty,
just
a?
need to
so
add the light kit to it now.
Wait a minute. Is that a pieces for the unicorn?
yeah,
Oh
for the
yeah,
perfect
full
grade. So
armor.
that
You can
like
actually. Oh,
if you
oh.
have the standard perfect grade, you could get the armor set for full armor.
That's what I was thinking. Like I was like, wow, that's all the armor pieces. That's actually pretty freaking cool.
Oh, you
Yeah,
love
but you know
DOMs, don't
what?
you?
I had.
Dom.
Oh wow.
That's nice.
Oh, it's a Dom Truppen.
Yeah,
Tropen?
John Tropin. Yeah, it's the ground combat version.
Nice. You know, I really love the beam sabers for the Doms. I'm like, because the very first time I saw a Dom before seeing the original series was in the game Gundam versus Federation Xeon,
Oh,
and
okay.
then I played the Dom, and I was like, oh, I get to use their beam saber. It has a blue blade. Oh my god! Or I mean, a yellow blade.
Well, they're heat sabers,
Yeah,
but I've always liked them.
yeah. I love the fact that their beam sabers, their heat sabers was either. Uh, I think from the game it was blue, but then I was like, I don't know, but I don't remember. But I thought it was super cool that they had a different colored heat effect compared to the Heat Hawk or the Gelgoog's beam halberd. I thought that was cool.
Looks awesome.
Alrighty, so from here on out, on this end of things, that's pretty much the other new stuff coming out. Oh, for Gundam Universe on the budgeting side, upcoming is the EZ8 from 8th MS Team. So,
Nice.
and from what I'm hearing so far from reviewers on YouTube, the third wave is doing really well. I didn't look into reviews for the Wing Zero because I want to do that myself.
Are these action figures or model kits? These right here.
Action figures, think of it as the Marvel Legends of Gundam.
Yep, gotta have to get those.
I mean, they're super affordable.
True.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Alrighty, moving on from Big Bad Toy Store to Premium Bandai. Since we already covered these two, we will skip. Here is the Launcher Striker pack for the Master Grade Ale Strike. Gilbert, is this basically the perfect strike?
It basically is the perfect strike. If I could just see the back is what's gonna like because the perfect strike. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
the
perfect
perfect strike.
strike.
Yep.
What we're
Okay.
looking for is those batteries, like
Yeah.
those white things that are sticking out. Those are the
Okay.
batteries, and that's what basically makes it the perfect strike.
Yep.
Oh, I see.
Yep.
Alrighty. So if
That
you
one.
have the perfect, if you have the Master Grade Strike, head over to P Bandai and get this expansion pack. So you don't need to get more just to get the perfect strike going. Let's see. Oh, after that, let's see. The Gundam Astray Red Dragon. I am not familiar with Gundam Seed Astray, so Edwin, if you know about Astray, please fill me in.
Uh oh my
I
God.
love I love that V
Okay,
fit.
so here's the funny thing. If you type in Red Dragon, this particular suit for Cross Rays, I have that suit right now. And
Ooh.
I have the pilot for that suit. Yes, because those things on its wings are actually swords, because you'll pop off one side and make it a sword, and
Okay, I
then
see it. I see the sword aesthetic.
and then they also double its beam rifles. Yeah, see like that. See, he picks off the top and puts it on
Dude,
top,
that looks cool.
and
That is so edgy.
they double its beam rifles, and also it has like this. Oh, and also they can combine into a halberd, and it has this
Nice.
super mode thing where the V fins like that they actually ignite, and
Yeah,
he punches the enemy.
dude, that is so freaking
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. See, beam rifle mode. There you go. So if you ever want to see this thing work, what it actually does, or its attacks, or what it can do, just type it into YouTube for Gundam SD Gundam Cross Rays, and you'll see all of its attacks, and it uses all of its weapons, and it's pretty rigged. It's a really good suit, and it surprised the crap out of me. Because
Is
like
it more rigged than the Strike Freedom?
no, but close combat wise, it could probably give it a pretty good run for its money temporarily. It's not nuclear powered, so
Well, if he does get in with this thing, I mean, GG, Kira, GG.
it's a really badass suit. This surprised the hell out of me because I didn't even know they made this. I'd probably buy this. This is awesome.
Oh, dang it. It's out of stock.
Not surprising. Go to the last picture with the equipment.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
That is a pretty extensive layout set. Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay.
Alrighty, moving on from that. Okay, these are restocks of the Glory of Losers editions of the Shenlong, Heavy Arms, and the Death Scythe. What is this? HG Doctress? I don't recognize this suit. Anybody?
It might be from.
Wait a minute.
Name sounds really familiar.
Is this from Gundam X?
No, or maybe either that or Turn. You know what? I'm gonna check the wiki real quick. Give me a sec.
Okay.
I'm curious now.
Like Gundam Doctress or something in the search bar.
Got it. Okay, let's see here. There it is. Oh crap! I had it, then it went away. There it is. DT6. Hey, here we go. Oh, you're right. Gundam X.
Oh wow! So this is like the GM of that time era.
Mass production general purpose mobile suit. Yes.
Interesting.
It reminds me of a few things from Turn, but hey, you know what? And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 variants of this thing.
Okay, yep, it's like a GM.
Yep.
All right, moving on from that. Oh, this is definitely from Gundam X. I know this one. I remember this. The high grade Gundam Airmaster.
That was a cool suit. That's the.
It was, and the
Isn't that the
pilot was
redesign?
Yeah, from the last half of the series, I think.
Yeah, because the first one was white, red, and yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did like the transformation. It's so simple.
It really is. It looks cool too.
It really looks like something from Robotech. I'm not gonna lie.
You know, you're right. It does kind of give off that Veritech vibe.
Yeah. For a premium Bandai kit, this is pretty cheap. Nice. December 2020 release. Interesting.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Then again, it's a high grade, so. Moving on. This is a master grade Gundam, the Testament Gundam. I do not know what this is from. This thing looks amazing.
Yeah.
It's melee combat. Oh my god, it's melee. It's a melee suit, and it's got a giant claw. Okay.
Marvin just creamed himself. Oh lord.
I think I need a new flight suit, guys.
Testament Gundam. Here we are. ZGMF. It's Seed.
Ooh.
Yep. ZGMF X12A Testament Gundam.
I'm just assuming from the weapons that it's a bad guy.
It's Gundam Seed Destiny Astray.
Oh, Stray.
Yeah. Oh wow. Oh, this thing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This thing has 6 combat modes.
Damn.
And apparently, according to this picture, the back wing turns into a claw.
Yep. Look at it right here.
Yep, that's it. Yep. Yeah, that's it.
This thing. If you thought the Destiny was edgy, oh boy.
Jesus.
I guess this is the Shadow the Hedgehog of the Seed series.
I like it though. It's awesome.
I do love it.
Yeah, Oh, it has an end jammer canceller, so this could potentially go after the Freedom.
Yeah.
Oh, it has beam pistols, beam Glocks. It's got some Glocks.
Yeah.
You gotta love how they pose it gangster style.
I know. Shoot it from the side. Aim it sideways.
It's kind of doing that strike noir pose.
Yeah. Okay, dude. I'm totally in for this kit.
I like this. That's cool.
It looks
Does
really
it say on the wiki entry if this is a good guy suit or a villain suit?
Let's see here. The Testament is never fielded in combat, but is stolen. Of course,
Oh,
of course
figured.
they jack they jack the Gundam naturally. Special intelligence unit. Well, it works for the Earth Alliance.
So a bad guy?
Yeah,
If
it's
it was
upgraded.
stolen.
Adjustments from grade. Huh. I like how they actually reference the oh god, the what Gundam was that? I can't even think of it. One of the original three. It was dual. It was dual Aegis. It was dual Aegis, Buster, and what was the third one? I mean, the fourth
Raider?
one. No, not Raider. It was one of the original four. It was the Aegis.
Forbidden?
No. The original four from the beginning of the series. It was the dual, the Buster, the Aegis, and I can't think of. It was Miguel's suit. Oh God, I can't think of the name.
Blitz?
Yeah, there you go, Blitz.
Oh, good job.
Yeah.
I was
Oh
drawing a
God,
Okay.
blank.
I couldn't think of that name to
Yeah, I
save
was
my
drawing a
life.
blank for a second. I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I can see the Blitz inspiration because on the right arm it looks like it has the Blitz's claw cannon thing.
Yeah, because it says right here, Karos is the Blitz's call plan was called the Tricarios, and this is called the Tricarios Kai.
Okay.
Yeah, so they upgraded it.
Very nice. Alrighty, moving on. Okay, these two kits are from Build Divers Rerise. This is the Gundam GLs before. This is a variant in the G Self. I still have to catch up on Rerise, but this is pretty interesting. It's of course, as you can see, it is a variant of the Gundam. What's it called? But it's the main Gundam from Gundam G Reco. So,
Like it. That's a
yeah,
pretty good. I can't say I like the face too much, but yeah, other
Mhm.
design cues I actually like pretty. I like it.
yeah, yeah. I was never into the odd horns of this Gundam instead of it having a V fin. Like, heck, the horns are so weird that it makes the mustache of the Turn A Gundam look normal.
let's
So,
let's not get crazy. Let's not get crazy.
alrighty, moving on. This is the Gundam Shining Break before. This one, I seen reviews of the standard version of the Shining Break, and this is a Gundam inspired by the Shining Gundam, of course, as you can see from the side fins on the head,
Hmm,
as well as the V fin.
nice.
This is a transforming unit into it looks a lot like the Zeta Gundam's Wave Rider mode.
I'm thinking the same thing.
Very similar pieces to the Shining, as you can see with the skirt armor here.
I like the design of the beam rifle. I like
Oh
that.
yeah, I love the fact that it basically attaches to the transformation.
I mean the Wave Rider it kind of almost looks like it's like they took the body of the Zeta Gundam, but the front is more reminiscent of the Delta Plus.
From Unicorn.
Yeah,
Yeah, very interesting. I love the side fins here on the legs. That's really cool.
I
So,
like.
I mean, since it is based off the high grade Shining Gundam, if you have that kit, you could swap out the normal hands with the Shining finger hands. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
Gundam Build series is based on your imagination, so go crazy, guys.
That's why
Go
it's so
crazy.
great.
Yep. Alrighty, moving on from that. Okay, we already covered the Sandrock Armadillo.
A friend of
Oh.
mine actually has he had a Zaku 1, and he had a burning Gundam, and so he swapped the arms, and he gave the arms of the burning Gundam to the Zaku 1, and he said the Zaku 1 can give enemies these hands, and I'm like, that's hilarious. That is comedy.
Oh man, I need to see pictures of that, dude.
I'll ask him, but I would honestly love to see that in Build Diver. It's just some guy just said he has like this perfectly built Zaku and gives it gives it
God.
burning Gundam's arms and gives it the burning fingers. I'm like, I would just love to see that thing just literally tear through. It doesn't even have to win. I just want to see it tear through everybody until
I would love
someone
to
finally
see
stops
that
it.
and give the protagonist or whatever like a run for their money. It's like, what is going on?
It would be the greatest thing ever and be the most hilarious thing on the planet. Just to see a Zaku 1 just literally bare hand rip through things. Oh, that would be so great.
Oh jeez. Oh, and then that burning Zaku has a hyper mode.
I didn't think about that. Oh, God.
Alrighty.
The Seki
Oh,
Hate
this this thing's gonna make you two go nuts.
Of course, I've been seeing that on ads all through my Instagram feed. It's been on there for like a good month. I keep on like
It's a
seeing
metal
it.
build robot spirit, so it's gonna be a tiny metal diecast figure. Interesting.
Nice, not bad.
Like honestly though, as I've said before, I prefer freedom over strike freedom. And this looks really cool.
It does. It looks really good.
Ugh, get your Wing Zero copying pose out of here. Sorry, guys.
It's having a moment again, guys. Please stand by.
See, this looks cool. The
double
double beam
double
blade,
saber. Yeah,
double beam saber. Yeah, that was cool. I like that.
that's how I'm gonna. That's basically how I'm gonna pose mine once I'm done with it. I love, I'm a Darth Maul fan, so
Who's not?
So that's how I'm gonna probably leave him.
Yeah. Oh, there's his total hacks attack. His plus over infinity range attack.
Oh, you mad, bro?
Nah. No, when he gets the Dragoons, that's when I get mad. But this actually takes time to aim. It doesn't have a targeting system to do it for him. So, in my opinion, Kira had to use more skill to use the regular freedom compared to Strike, which I could have a targeting computer now to get all of these people at once instead of aiming it myself. But
just,
yeah,
shoot and hope you hit something.
Yeah, like Hito.
Yeah, it's valid.
But then again, Hito could use the zero system and see the future. So, ow, my ears. Waffles, stop.
That's Waffles. I was trying to get it back. Okay, Waffles, stop. I was trying to get it back in the cage, and she was not. Oh, she's pissed.
She's not having it.
I'm gonna have to handle this. Oh, God. Jesus, Waffles. Oh, she flew away. Oh no. Okay, I'll be back. She's not handling it right now. She's not having it right.
Alrighty, moving on. Edwin can catch up. So basically the rest of the upcoming stuff for from Premium Bandai is just miscellaneous merchandise and soft goods. But we have some seed stuff here. Lacus, Atron, and Kira. So if you're interested in that, you can check that out. We got some 00 shirts going on here, the Gundam Boys. And let's see, moving down further, we have some commemorative Zeta Gundam shirts. Oh, we have Gundam Wing miscellaneous merch. Let's see, we got some tumblers, keychains, a face towel, that's useful. Shirts, and after that, it is just stuff we had covered about from last week, which is the upcoming Gundam Wing re-releases of Master Grades. So we can pretty much leave it at that. I'm just trying to fill time for Edwin to come back before we move on to our next topic. So, yeah, pretty much this is old material that we've covered in previous episodes. But Gilbert, which one of these upcoming stuff are you most interested in getting
Um,
from any of the
right.
sites that we covered?
I mean, I think really just that perfect grade Exia. I
Mhm.
really want them to come out with the lighting system with it, because everywhere you go the lighting system is sold out. So that
Right.
that re-release is gonna be pretty sweet. So
hmm Where did I
that's what I'm aiming for. What's up?
where did I see that? Oh, there it is. This one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. And if they even just sell the lighting system separately, I mean, you could see that the clear pieces are there for just to add in, you know?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's just
Like,
it's I've searched around for the lighting system, and it's sold out. So that's probably why I'm guessing, like, and also a lot of the sites, they also are sold out on the regular the PGXia. So that's what I was like, okay, well maybe the re-release is coming or something like that, and yeah, there it is.
mhm. Out of anything of this entire set that we've covered today, I'm most interested in where is it? I knew I saw it.
MGEX.
Huh?
The MGEX.
Oh no. Let's see. I could
I told
yeah,
you, right?
right here. Like I'm more interested in
Oh,
this,
that,
the
yeah.
the 40th anniversary, like because I noticed in some kits of the RX-78 they give it an off-white to almost like
Hmm.
a cream color, especially with the high grade revive.
Yeah, to
But
make him
this,
look like aged and stuff.
no, not just age, but in the anime, he was like because of the way that the cell shading was back then, it looked more
Yeah,
off white and cream. But this one is
that's
just
true too.
a pure white.
I'm a fan of the pure white.
Yeah. Hang on a second. Let me just Google really quick the HGRX 78 ah 78 to revive. And as you can see here, it's kind of like a off-white, and I'm not a fan of that. Yes, it is anime accurate, but yeah, like an off-white Gundam just looks off to me. Well, not just an off-white Gundam, but in general, an off-white RX-78.
What's the
So,
other one? I think it's Beyond. Isn't Beyond
oh,
have a color scheme similar?
Beyond Global. I believe so, and yeah,
Oh yeah.
it's a little bit closer to a pure white, but still, it's kind of a cream. No, I think it's the G40 you're thinking of. Is it?
Uh,
G40? No, G40 is pure
no,
white.
he's pure white.
I think it looks nice, but like for the price point, uh, and I'm not a fan of the face.
No.
Everything else is fine, but not the face. Yeah.
Dang.
Amazing posability though.
Yeah, I was gonna say Mr. Pose.
Yeah, dude. Like G40 and Beyond Global seem to be the most posable high grades. Like I think they're even, from what I understand, because I don't have these kits, but from what I'm hearing, the posability of those two kits are even surpassing real grade posability.
Yeah.
So I do like this though, this aspect of the foldable beam saber
Oh.
hilt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, if you need it, just flip them up. If not, you can just flip them down. You don't have to worry about. But then again, the fact that they're facing downward, I'm worried about them falling off.
I mean, I think that they would be okay. Like, they'll probably be pretty snug, possibly.
Mm-hmm. True,
You know.
true. Yeah. Well,
I
if
I told
if
you, right? I ended up buying, like, because I kind of gave up on the MGMX, and I ended up buying the regular MG Unicorn.
oh, you did. I don't think you've told me.
Yeah, I ended up buying it, like, and then I felt so stupid because so I bought it 1 week, and then the next week was the weekend sale and
Mm-hmm.
at New Type, and there it is, like $10 off of it. I was like,
Ah, dude.
but it's cool, you know.
Going back to this though, this high res Wing Zero EW. If this is a re-release, and if I do get it, I'm probably gonna be angry building this kit because, as I said way back in our first episode, this kit was not fun to build. As much as I have a love and basically worship the Wing Zero, this kit is just full of loose pieces that I had to super glue on.
Oh,
Let's see. I had to super glue. Where's a good picture? Okay. I had to super glue these red fins on the arms. I had to super glue the V fin, the cheek fins, these front of the shoulder pieces, the toes. Uh, I had to super glue some areas of these wing areas just to keep them on the pegs. It was not a good time.
this doesn't seem like it's worth for that money, you know.
Exactly. And the thing is, I bought this kit back in 2018 when they were charging more than this,
Mm-hmm.
way more. And the thing is, because the version I got, it was like the hypergloss edition. Uh, the high resolution series does have pre-gloss kits, as you can see, but pretty much a lot of it is. But everything that for my specific version, like everything was a gloss except for the twin buster rifle.
Yeah.
Like there was no matte areas, as you can see here. Like mine was full gloss,
Sounds
and
sounds like a fun time.
it was once it was done, but building it was not fun. So if I do get one to replace the old one that I have, I'm probably just gonna have a lot of rage doing so. Like, oh god, my PTSD from 2 years ago is coming back, and Edwin's back, so we can move on to our next topic.
Yay!
Hey, Edwin.
Hi.
I'm
Alrighty.
back.
Uh, so
Real.
how is your quick Operation British, Edwin?
It was a battle of wits. I had to outsmart her into her cage.
Hmm.
Yeah, she
All
doesn't
right.
want to. She knows that, whenever I try to come, when she sees me coming, it's like, well, it's either I'm going back in my cage or Daddy wants to pet me, and usually it's going back in my cage, and so she likes to fly around. So I've learned how to outsmart her with candy.
Nice.
Yeah, she's a glutton for candy. Just pulled out a red vine, pretended like I was eating it, walked in the kitchen, she followed me, and I was like, gotcha.
Alrighty.
Real quick
Oh,
before we
go
move
ahead.
on, right now that you have like the websites up, can you go
Mhm.
back, because I was debating on which Banshee to get in the, like, in the master grade or the 1 to 100 scale. Can you go to New Type real quick?
Sure. I'll just type in Banshee really quick. That's weird. Hang on a second. Go to the main page. There we
Re-
go. I was like, what the heck just happened?
Rejected.
Banshee. Perfect
Oh,
grade. Master grade.
Oh, they have a
Uh,
watch.
yeah, but ooh.
Oh, Lord. Oh, by
And
Casio.
it's
Oh,
oh,
sold out?
dude, that price.
Jesus. seven
Oh,
hundred
no.
dollars
I mean, it's a Casio. But yeah, what Gunpla builder has $700 plus tax and shipping lying around?
Considering how many people buy Gunpla, I wouldn't be surprised.
True.
Remember, I spent eight hundred
Ooh.
dollars on Gundam once.
But then that was as a collective, like like a number of kits you bought, not just for one thing.
That is
Yeah.
valid.
This though I'd probably go for because I love me 1 to 144 and it's lights up.
Oh, it's
Oh
a
my
lighter
god.
kit.
Oh, but it's a Norn though. Yeah, that's a downer for me. This though I would love as a light up 1-to-144, but no, no one loves the regular Banshee for some reason. They love the Norn. I mean, look at
So
that. The weapons are so much cooler than the Norn.
so that's my biggest thing right there. So it's between that one that you're on right there, just the $60 one versus the
Mhm.
Verka. Like that's why I didn't know which one to go with.
Well,
Um,
for the record, I have the $60 one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in actually it's part of one of the pictures I sent you guys when I was moving them into boxes.
yes.
So yeah, so I have that one and I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I like it a lot.
my understanding about the Verka Banshee is this was before they got the redesign for the anime. The anime design was this.
Yeah.
Uh, in the in its manga debut, it was this. It was just a repaint with a minor V fin change in the
Okay.
manga. So, and then when the anime came out, there was a updated version of the manga that had this.
All
But
right.
yeah. So, but if you're gonna go for a master grade Norn, that is available also. I'm not sure if it's here still. No, it is not. So I could have
No.
sworn I saw master grade Banshee Norn, but as I said before, the only thing different between the Norn and standard Banshee, as you can see, is the shield. It has a different backpack and a beam magnum with a grenade launcher.
Yeah.
So it's like it's kind of different between the standard unicorn. But with the
Hmm.
Banshee, of course, it has the smart rifle and the VN claw, which makes it stand out.
That's yeah. I like claws, so I'll probably end up going with that one.
I'm really debating on getting making another custom Banshee and just giving it two VN claws and painting it Wolverine's colors. I mean, paint it yellow with black and then blue VN claws for the 90s look.
90s Jin Lee.
I say
That's
you do
like
it.
that's the X-Men, dude. That's the one. But yes, now moving on to our third topic, it is the music scores from various Gundam series. As with every single media of entertainment, music is everything. It sets the tone, it sets up tension, the atmosphere in a scene, and emotion. Um,
Hmm.
so I cannot go and list every single track name or the composer because we would be here all night. But what what we're going to talk about is our favorite pieces of the music scores in Gundam. So, and surprise, surprise, it is not anything from Wing for me on this one because I hardly remember the music scores for that, except for one. And that track is Wings of a Boy That Killed Adolescence. That's basically the musical score theme for Hiro and the Wing Gundam. But besides that, I don't remember anything else from the series. So that's in my top five, but it's not the number one favorite for me. My favorite would actually be Gallant Char from the original Gundam series. Like if you just listen to that up on YouTube, type it in Gallant Char in the search box, um, and then listen. It's just awesome. It's like it's got a good drum beat. It gets you pumped for the action that you're gonna see, and it's just an awesome tune. It's very action paced.
Hmm. I thought I would listen to that one.
And my second favorite would be, uh, man, the titles in the G Gundam musical score are just so long to remember, and these two are so interchangeable. It's the Serene Mind or something, or Clear Heart and Mind, but it's for the Shining Finger. when Domon goes into super mode and does a Shining Finger sword or just the regular Shining Finger attack, that theme song is just very like, once you hear that, you know things are getting real in that series.
I think that once you hear it, it's like, since we're all kids at one point, you hear that and you're just like, oh, it just takes you back to a time that was lovely.
And simpler.
Exactly.
And like that theme alone, like when he gets ready to do the Shining Finger or the Shining Finger sword or super mode, it's such like a heroic theme, you know?
I randomly I was looking at some of the newer stuff. I actually just found a variant of a mobile suit that's coming out for the Robot Spirits version that
Okay.
I almost flipped my way. It's the Gilgug Jaeger, if you know which one that is.
Let me type that in really quick so
It's it
our
was
viewers can know what we're talking about.
it's from 0080, which is not my favorite series. But
Oh,
it's the Gilgug Jaeger, also known as the Gilgug Sniper type, and they actually have a good version of it. I just happened to look at it when I was looking for something else, and oh my god, this thing is beautiful.
this one, right?
Yes, that
The
is
Not
gorgeous.
Star.
Yes, it's beautiful. I mean, it's. I've always loved that suit because I've always liked the Gilgugs, and
Gelgoos are awesome.
they really are. And I was like, oh my god, I just found it. This is awesome. Probably gonna buy that. I probably shouldn't, but I'm gonna buy it because
All right.
bills.
Yep. All right. Let's just leaving it on this page right now. Uh, Edwin. So what is the music, the instrumental music that you like the most from the Gundam franchise? Like, drop a series.
Uh, I mean, I could start with Wing because it was the first, you know.
Hmm.
But I'm gonna leave that as it's always there, so I'm gonna omit that one because everyone loves that soundtrack, you know.
Hmm.
For me, two come to mind. One is actually Sea Destiny. I like their soundtrack from Sea Destiny. Um, the orchestra, some of the battle music, I really liked it. For me, though, number one would probably have to be Double O.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, there because you a lot of the music there they use orchestras.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of the
Yeah,
fights
I've
you can
noticed
hear
that.
the choir, you can hear the different instruments, and like the one song that it actually, since I don't work out because I'm a fat piece of crap, but it is on my phone, and it's once I do start working out, it's going to make it to my workout thing. It's called Decisive Battle.
Ooh, I love that one.
And to me, that is like one of the best Gundam battle songs. And especially when you're watching, uh, I think the best one was when you were watching. It was Setsuna versus Ribbons, and then the next time you hear it was when was in the movie when the Braves show up, and then you
Right.
see them like total start wrecking the Ellises. So I've always really liked that particular song.
Hmm.
And most of the entire soundtrack, which interestingly enough, in going back to Crossrays, all those songs are actually in the game from every series. It's actually really cool.
I
Like every
noticed that. Like,
yeah every
Crossrays is really good with music choice.
oh yeah, and the cool thing is when you create your character, you can actually pick what song plays when you fight
Ooh, that
when they
is
pop up.
amazing.
So you can actually pick whatever song you want from the series, and it's so awesome.
That is
So
awesome.
so for me, yeah, it's I would say Double O comes in first with Destiny coming in second. Um,
Hmm.
yeah. I mean, then again, I like a lot of the other series too, but those are the two that kind of jump out at me.
See, and I'm
Okay.
not too familiar with like the names, but like if you played it, then I would tell you, oh yeah, that one got me going, or
Oh yeah.
no, like that's how I am. I don't I don't know the names too much of like the song titles, but like listening to it, then how Marvin said, like the music will bring you to what you're supposed to feel, and
Yeah.
that's just how our brains are wired.
Oh, exactly. Definitely.
Mm-hmm. And since we're talking about the music, especially with what you said and written about in video games,
Mhm.
it really does suck when the American ports of Gundam games come to the US and they do not get the original themes from the series. They just get these out of nowhere instrumentals and a major game series that was affected by this was the Gundam Dynasty Warriors series.
Yeah.
And strangely, the American release of Gundam Dynasty Warriors 2, the Xbox 360 and PS3 versions did not get the Japanese music, but the PS2 version of that game got the Japanese music. So I'm like, what? Why?
Do you think it could be like due to rights or it has to do with like if they
The
were
right?
able to get the rights for like a certain amount of games, or like it comes down to stupid contracts when it's with music and the DRM and everything. So
True, but in that case for Gundam Dynasty Warriors 2, um, the PS2 version of the American release got the Japanese music, so that was just odd.
it's really odd, like
Yeah, and then the that the Japanese themes um to this day are not even, well, I could be wrong because Gundam versus Extreme Maxi Boost just came out to the States. I think this week or last week, and I haven't seen anything yet of the American release, so I can't confirm any or deny anything if the Japanese music is in the game, because the most recent Gundam game in US, Gundam Versus, that was it. There wasn't Extreme at the end or anything. They did not have the theme songs,
Hmm.
so that's a letdown for that previous game. But um, yeah, I do hope that the um, music for the American release for Maxi Boost is there, especially with the song that they had in the opening sequence when you boot the game up. It's just it may not be up to your particular taste. It starts off pretty like J rock and all that. It's the title of the song is "Rave Up Tonight" by this uh, J J rock band, and it is just awesome. So I'll forward you guys the link to the song, and so you guys can have a listen to it. It's just really rocking.
That's fine.
But
Actually, on the subject of songs, for Unicorn, I think the song was called. It was by Boom Boom Satellites. I
ooh,
can't
a
think
Broken
of it.
Mirror.
Yes, that song. I really liked that song,
I
especially
just
since it was the ending credits and what was going on. I really liked that song.
I pretty much just associate that as the Banshee's theme.
I can see that. I can see that.
Because in the trailer for that, for the first episode, when Banshee was fully uh revealed, for the trailer of that episode, they used that song. Sounds like this is pretty much Banshee's theme.
The first time,
It's really edgy.
I guess for me, the first time I heard it was at the end of episode 3, I think, when they were fighting when the unicorn was
Oh no,
fighting the Shinanju in orbit.
oh, that's Merry-Go-Round.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah,
Yeah,
all right.
Merry-Go-Round is episode 3. Broken Mirror is episode 4, I think, 4 or
Well,
5.
yeah. Well, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Satellite is the you're right. So Satellite is the Banshees thing because it wasn't a trailer.
Hmm.
So you are correct. Both songs are good. I got them confused. Yeah, both
Yeah.
songs are good.
But Merry-Go-Round, yes, I pretty much associate that one as the unicorns theme.
I have them both too.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're good songs. I like them.
I love those songs. But let's see. So that will pretty much wrap up our topic on music. So our last topic is our retrospective on series. So this week we will be covering. Hang on a second. Hang on. Put all caps for this. We will be covering G Gundam. So back in the day, on Toonami, we saw Gundam Wing first, and then the original 0079 series, and then the last of the original run of Gundam on Toonami and American TV before years later would see it. It was G Gundam, a series that was totally different in terms of what it is for a Gundam series, which kind of has fans split in the middle. You either love it or you hate it. And for me, I'm on the side that loves it.
Yeah, it's like, how can you hate it? I mean, it's like you take Gundam
and Dragon Ball.
Seriously, and you combine them. But I think that, and I just recently started rewatching it the other day.
Same.
But I kind of, when I was watching, I thought, you know what? This is kind of, if you think about it, it's kind of a pre-Gundam Build Fighters, if you really think about it.
I was gonna say that. Yes.
I never thought of that.
Yeah, because you not only have, first of all, let's talk about the suit design. The fact that you have, the concept that every country builds their own suit, that's awesome. And then every country builds their own suit based on their culture. Mm-hmm. That's awesome. You see the pictures up here. It's like, I think that if you took off all the names without even looking at them, you could probably maybe with 50% accuracy tell which suit comes from where.
Yeah.
And so I think the fact that you have all these Gundams, which is cool, but then you look at, like you stated, the, Gundam meets Dragon Ball Z, which is honestly the greatest thing on the planet.
Yep.
And
I mean, they turn friggin' gold, for crying out loud.
Seriously, it's just like, really, guys, you don't think we're gonna notice? But it's
even the pilot
awesome.
Turns blonde.
This is true, which is amazing. And then you fast forward 20 years, I think, and then you hit 20 years plus, and you get Build Fighters, and you have almost the same thing. Different mobile suits, combined mobile suits. You have all these suits from every series, and then they're using powers and stuff. So it's like they took G Gundam and they said, let's take G Gundam, let's throw in more suit customization, and boom, you got Build Fighters.
Yeah.
And even in Build Fighters Fry, the sequel series to the original, you have a kid who's basically Domon.
Yeah, pretty much.
That guy is basically Domon. And the fact that Domon shows up at the very end, it's like, wait, what is going on here?
I mean, he's piloting the build burning, so it's like, yeah.
Yeah, and the fact that in that universe, Domon set up a martial arts school? So it's like, wait, what is going on? And
I think the Build Fighter series is just so much fan service that we're just like, you know what? We don't care. Put him in there.
We don't care.
You know what? You can put the whole cast of damn Wing in there. We don't give a crap. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Put Amuro and Char there just watching the tournament go and just sipping some wine.
Actually, if you break it down, if you look at the first season, freaking Rambo Raw was in there the entire time.
In both series.
Yeah, he was in there the entire time. He was like, Mr. Raw is like, really? You're just gonna stick Rambo Raw? And then he's like, oh, I'm gonna jump into a suit. And what is he piloting? A blue goof.
A goof.
Like, yeah. So, I mean, just fan service left and right. It's glorious. It's a glorious thing.
Yep. I mean, and alrighty, so the main the series about Domon Kashu, our leading boy, our Goku of Gundam. He is the King of Hearts, which is a title of basically the world's strongest man or the world's best martial artist. And he was trained by none other than the most badass man in Gundam, Master Asia. We'll get to him in a little bit later. Domon is sent to Earth to find this man, Kyoji Kashu, who turns out to have taken I'm going to use the Japanese names because I really found the English version like, yes, I understand why they had to change it because religious references and stuff, but I will use them, the original names here. Domon's brother Kyoji takes the Devil Gundam to Earth, and he believes that Kyoji's trying to use the Devil Gundam to take over and destroy the planet. And later on, that is actually proven false. So the Devil Gundam was originally called the Ultimate Gundam, which is supposed to be like a, a, a unit to help heal the Earth, but in re-entry to Earth and it crash landing, the programming got pretty much fried and messed up. So instead of healing the Earth, its programming was to destroy humanity in order to fix the Earth.
Murder.
And so we get pretty much a chase around the globe to find Kyoji and the Devil Gundam in order to pretty much find and stop him. And along the way, he meets 4 other uh, Gundam fighters from America, France, Russia, and China. Respectively, America, Gundam Maxter, which is based, his fighting style, piloted by Chibity Crockett, is boxing. Gundam Rose is piloted by George. I forgot his last name, but he's a fencer. We'll not disregard the John Bull Gundam because he's just a jobber. Basically, fighter of the day. Dragon Gundam, piloted by Sai Saishi, is basically Chinese martial art. And where is he? It's weird. He's not showing up here. But the Bolt Gundam is from Russia. So, and pretty much is just a straight up brawler. Oh, there you go. The Bolt Gundam. Yeah, there we go. Just straight up brawler. I'm not familiar with Russian martial arts. I know they have a form, but I don't know the name. I don't want to butcher anything. So there we go. And along the way, I'm drawing a blank. I'm seriously drawing blanks. After fighting these 4 Gundam fighters, he runs into Master Asia in Neo Hong Kong. But unfortunately, it turns out he is actually working with Kyoji and the Devil Gundam because he believes the Gundam fight is basically destroying the Earth, and Master Asia will do anything to fix the Earth. So, and now it's basically Master against Student, and it is an amazing battle. Did I cover all the points for G Gundam basically? For the first half?
Part. Yeah.
Yeah, the first half of the series, the last few episodes is kind of a blur for me because it just seems so rushed. Yeah, so that's the overall plot of G Gundam. And to this day, like, I believe the English dub still holds up, except for some performances, sadly, in comparison and contrast to the Japanese voices. Let's talk about this really quick because it's just, in my opinion, one of the most blatant, no, not blatant, the most obvious case of, like, when you're working on a show, you put your all into it, but eventually, some cases, actors or actresses, by the end of the show or the run of a film, they're just done with it. And I don't know if this is the case. I could be wrong, so don't quote me exactly. But the English voice of Rain at the end of the series, when Domon frees her from the control of the Devil Gundam, it seems really like she's phoning it in. And then if you watch the original version of this scene in the Japanese voice, you could feel the emotion that's going on. But in the English dub, it seems that Domon and Rain are just like done with the show. They just want to be finished with it. I will send you guys 2 links for the last bit of this particular episode, so you can see what I mean.
Yeah, I'd have to watch it. I haven't gotten there yet. I'd have to watch that.
And I don't want to show anything or have any audio for that on this because I don't want to get copyright flagged. I already got copyright flagged once on one of my videos, not for this, but one of my recent videos, and that was just disheartening.
Oh,
But
that's lovely.
yeah, I remember back in the day when YouTube let you do whatever you want as long as you credit the people in the video. Oh man, that was
Yeah.
easier. That was a lot easier times for content creators. Like, okay, I use this, and this. They were not made by me. I use them to make this thing just for fun. And then nowadays it's like, oh, you can't use anything. You got to have everything original.
Which is almost impossible these days.
Yeah. However, back to G Gundam, I will send you guys those links so you can know what I'm talking about.
Please.
Let's go down the line here. And Edwin, what are your thoughts on G Gundam?
I always thought G Gundam was good. It was a really, at the time, I remember when it first came out, I'm like, G Gundam. And at the time, I remember there was just a lot of Gundam series that were coming out. It was like one after another after another.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it started with Wing at the end of '99, and then I think from '99 on up to 2004 or 5 when Toonami was still going before they took it off and brought it back. It was like a Gundam series like every 8 months to a year.
Yeah.
So when G Gundam came out, I was like, oh, what is this? It's just more Gundam, yes. And I was watching it and I'm like, wow, this is my first episode. I'm like, okay, Gundams, okay, Devastation, okay. And then Domo starts piloting G Gundam and I was like, huh? I'm like, what is this? And
Like,
just seeing how it worked and everything, and then I'm like, okay. And then I watched the whole series and I'm like, it's awesome. I went the way that my brain works. I went and tried to look at the tech specs for suits, and it really wasn't there. It was just like, oh, okay, this suit, attack power 100, defense 90, speed 100. I'm like, oh, it's this. Well, you know what? F it. I like it anyways. But the story was good, especially because it starts off like, hey, I'm trying to find this guy. Then you find out it's his brother. And then you find out that it's not just his brother, but now you have the planet's at risk. And then you meet Master Asia. You're like, oh, he's awesome. And then you're like, oh, he's working with them.
yep.
And then it's funny because Master Asia turns into the bad guy, but you do sympathize with him because you see what he's trying to do.
And you sympathize with him to a degree.
Exactly, and which is impressive. Which that's good writing. If you can sympathize with the bad guy,
exactly.
then you've done a good job with writing.
Why do you think I love Loki so much?
Yeah, because you kind of feel for the guy. He's like, yeah, I'm not adopted and all that other good stuff. And then he's trying to find himself. And then in Thor Ragnarok, he keeps trying to screw Thor over. He's like, I'm just gonna stop because it's not working.
And you have to think about it, like Thor and Loki are like, God, who knows how centuries old, and for Loki be under the impression, oh yes, I'm a blood relative, and then it's like, nope, you've been adopted this whole time, these thousands and thousands of years.
That is correct. So, but
anyway, back to Gundam.
Yeah, but no, the story, the pacing, the character development was cool. I really liked the series. And it's a breath of fresh air because you're dealing with the end of the world, you're dealing with Dark Gundam. I'm sorry, Devil Gundam.
There you go.
And you're dealing with and then you're like, oh yeah, it's not just Kyoji, but the Gundam went insane and is trying to frag the planet in order to save it. You're like, oh, it's just a Gundam run amok. That's awesome.
And the fact that the Devil Gundam is basically sentient, which has never been seen before.
Yeah, the Gundam just it's it's Skynet. That's what the Devil Gundam is. It's Skynet.
Gundam Skynet.
It's Skynet in Gundam form, and it's like, oh yeah, I crashed into the planet, and on this date at this time, Skynet became self-aware, and and then the final battle was just absolutely
amazing.
Gorgeous. It is just like you're just watching. The visualizations are beautiful. The artwork is beautiful. Just the final Sekiha Tenkyoken, that whole sequence.
Sekiha love Tenkyoken.
Yes, it's gorgeous, and you just can't be like, you know what, this is awesome. I don't care if this is, you can't believe this is happening. Gundams can't do this. It doesn't freaking matter. It's like, this is awesome. And and like I said before, it's a breath of fresh air because it allows you to kind of suspend your disbelief for just a little bit, because Gundam is always so serious, because it's a war drama. That's what it is. That's why all Gundam series talks about fighting and war, and there's it's about just as much talking as there is fighting, and some episodes are just all talking and philosophy, because it's a war drama. That's the nature of what Gundam is. This, you still have all the all the talking and everything, but Domon, he's more of a, no, I'm just gonna punch you out, and then it's like, I'm going to speak to you with my fists. That's how I'm going to communicate. I'm going to pound your face in, and then you will understand what I'm trying to say to you while I'm kicking the crap out of you.
Very kung fu movie hero.
True, and you know what? I can respect it. I'm like, you know what? This is a great opportunity. Screw the talking. Get in your Gundam, blow shit up. There you go. I like this. This is good.
Exactly. And even to the fact that they put that type of mentality into Sekai from Build Fighters, but then again, that's understandable once you realize that Domon taught these two kids, Sekai and Junie.
Yeah,
So
and it makes perfect sense. But like I said, it's refreshing. It's good because you get to suspend your disbelief. You're not bound in. A Gundam can't do that. I mean, I'll give you a perfectly good example. In the Guyana Highlands, when he was trying to get to Neo Hong Kong for the final part of the tournament, I think he had just got the Burning Gundam after he beats Master Asia for the first time. He flies up, breaks orbit, basically bounces off the beam ring post in orbit, and
off the top ropes,
literally, and he slingshots himself. He slingshots himself across the planet with turnbuckles the size that surround the planet. It's like, you can't. You're watching that and you're like, no, but you're like, yes. You're like, but he shouldn't do that. You're like, I don't care.
I don't want off the top ropes. Oh my god, the humanity.
Seriously, he just Irish.
It's a macho man moment.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
He just Superfly snookered himself off the planet.
Oh yes, we took it there today.
Exactly. But when you look at stuff like that, you're just like, it's not believable, but you're like, this MFer just did that. And then he's trying to get there, and then he's being attacked on the way by like 4 or 5 fireballs. You're like, this is awesome. This is awesome on so many different levels. So, actually, hell, even being Noel's right now, I'm getting excited just thinking about it. So,
oh man.
But yeah, it's just like it's. I would say that if you were to condense it into one word, G Gundam is fun. It's very fun. It's very very fun.
Just remove your logic and you will understand.
I will say this though, it should not be the first Gundam you watch.
Yep,
it should not, because you'll be like, this is great. Because if you go from this to 0079, you're gonna be like, what the hell? I mean, you can probably go from this to Wing, because I think Wing came out after this.
Yes.
Because there was actually a cameo of Wing Gundam in
the final episode.
Yeah. But yeah, this, you can probably go from this to Wing, and it kind of going from this to Wing, I can kind of see the transition in terms of the animation and the fact that, G Gundam is just burn everything and blow everything up. Wing is slightly toned down, but the Gundams are still super overpowered. So, you can probably do that, but you should really not start with G Gundam. I think G Gundam should maybe be the 3rd or 4th series you watch.
Actually, just watch all of Universal Century first, and then G.
Yeah, especially with all the UC stuff out now. Yeah, you watch from 0079 through Unicorn. Yeah, go to G. That makes perfect sense because it starts ramping up. Yeah.
You mean all the way to Narrative?
Oh, I forgot about that. I actually just recently watched Narrative not too long ago.
Nice.
Finally. And it's not bad.
Gilbert, what are your thoughts on G?
I'm still trying to get into it. It's it's
It's a bit of a
different.
slow. It's a slow start. The series
Yeah,
is pretty slow to start.
it is
Oops, excuse
slow
me.
to start. I mean, I'm liking some of the stuff. It's just it's not what I expected whatsoever. It's different. So, and that I still haven't gotten into any of the build series either. So that's why it's a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm still gonna give it a chance. I'm gonna probably pause it for a little bit because I'm still finishing Iron Blooded Orphans. I got about 10 more episodes, and
Mm-hmm.
I ended up liking it. Iron
I
Blooded was
need
a
to
little bit
rewatch that
slow.
series actually. I have to
It's
rewatch IBO.
it has a couple cringe moments in it, especially
A
with everything
couple?
that's going on. But yeah, I'm still gonna give it a chance after I'm finished with Iron Blooded Orphans. Then I'm gonna revisit G Gundam and still give it some more.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Moving on from that to I'm trying to make this as quick as possible because Gilbert, I know you have a time constraint right now, but yeah, mobile suit designs are just like pretty out there. I mean,
That was another thing too. Like if you ever look at the list of the Gundams and everything, you could see their little
who can ever
features and
forget the
everything. And
Tequila Gundam? Who can ever forget?
there we go.
Hey man,
Tequila
Teach Gundam was
Gundam.
awesome.
Yeah, dude. Even the fact that at the Gundam Cafe you can buy a Tequila Gundam shot glass.
That's actually pretty cool.
That is actually pretty awesome.
Oh man. Let's see. These ones were pretty normal looking. Like, what country is this one? The Skull Gundam. Actually, that flag, I'm drawing a blank. But the Mermaid Gundam.
Hey, man, you know what? I think that's Sweden
Either Sweden or
or Denmark or
Finland or
something like that. Hey, man,
Uh,
mermaids need love too. Okay.
the Jester Gundam. Okay, it looks not as ridiculous. The Cobra Gundam looks cool, despite the fact that majority of the body is a Cobra head.
do you guys ever play Nintendo Switch? Have you guys heard of a game called Arms?
I do not have a Nintendo Switch. I wouldn't know.
That
I
Jester
don't
Gundam,
know.
if you ever look up Arms for Nintendo Switch, that Jester Gundam looks like a character from Arms.
Oh, okay.
I will
Okay,
keep
there's
that.
the Matador Gundam from Spain.
Of course, of course.
Viking Gundam. That looks nothing like a. Oh, never mind. I see the hat. uh, really quick. The Zeus Gundam, I'm not gonna lie, was probably like my favorite episode of the week type of design. I mean, that thing just looks awesome.
It
So
does.
there's
What about the
that.
Noble Gundam?
Oh,
Good old Allenby.
You mean Sailor Gundam?
Sailor Gundam, Sailor, what's her name from Street Fighter? Sakura.
Oh yeah, I got more of a Sailor Moon vibe. I didn't think of
Sailor,
Street Fighter.
Sailor Sakura Gundam.
Uh, Allenby was my waifu from that show, straight up.
Oh, that's so cute.
Well, I mean, her tomboyish attitude was like, oh dang. Oh, this I to this day I still don't know how to pronounce this. So this one I will use the English name. The Shadow Gundam
Yeah.
was
Oh,
dude.
Spiegel?
So that's how you pronounce it?
Yeah,
Okay.
Spiegel. It's spelled almost exactly like Spike Spiegel from Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But uh the Spiegel Gundam. Schwartz Bruder. Dude, that guy was cool.
And it was an awesome, awesome suit too. I mean, it had
I
blades on
know.
his arms and everything. It's like, oh, that's
Yep.
so cool.
And then the Master Gundam. Freaking awesome. I love the cloak cape thing he has.
All right, guys,
Yeah.
I gotta step off.
All right, Gil. See you next time.
All righty, Gil.
Great
Take
talking
care.
to you guys.
All righty.
Signing off.
Later.
All right, guys. All right, just you and me, Edwin.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
You sound so depressed.
Oh, I just see. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. But yes, do continue.
Alrighty. So in terms of the mecha design, mostly for Domon because he's the only one that pretty much gets a an upgrade. Everyone else just pretty much stays the same.
Yeah.
Well, with the exception of the Master Gundam, which was basically the
How Gundam from China.
yeah the How Gundam, but then in disguise, I guess. But yeah. Do you prefer the Shining or the God Gundam?
Uh, honestly, I prefer the Burning Gundam a lot better. Just
Okay.
its general design. I think is the Shining Gundam's cool, but the Burning Gundam it just looks a hell of a lot better. Honestly, that's just how I feel. Um, it looks a lot better, and I think it's awesome because it's a legitimate excuse me, it's a legitimate upgrade. You know, you take a suit and then you blow it up or you bomb it and then you whatever, and then you upgrade the suit and it's more powerful. It looks better, has all these abilities. So yeah, it works as a really, really good upgrade. So I like it, honestly.
Okay, I see your point on that. Um, I'm in the minority of this part, but I like the Shining over the God Gundam more because of like in terms of the transformation when it gets its super mode, you see parts open and shift
Uh-huh.
compared to the God Gundam. Like the only things that pretty much move for the God Gundam's like hyper mode, it's
Uh-huh.
just the chest piece opens and the wings flap out. Like nothing much happens. So in
Ah,
terms of transformation, I prefer the Shining over God Gundam
I
because
see
pretty
your
much
point.
everything of the on that particular suit moves, and uh, he gets a giant beam saber for crying out loud. The Shining Finger Sword. You can't deny how awesome that is.
True,
Um,
true,
but then again, what the God Gundam has over Shining Gundam is basically it can do Kamehameha.
true. But I think also on that note, it's how you say the Shining Gundam moves. I think from a technical aspect, um, I think that it shows how, like, when you advance in technology, how, yeah, Shining Gundam, you got to open stuff up. God Gundam or Burning Gundam, you've perfected your suit to where you don't have to do that, to where you've built everything in.
True that. True that.
Yeah. So that's why I think it's why I said the Burning Gundam is the perfect upgrade because it took everything Shining Gundam was, which is awesome, and
And made it better.
it's successfully built on top of everything. So that's why I think that it's not just a suit, but the thought that went into designing this. Not only that, but I mean, look at it. Every single suit for every single country. It wasn't just, oh, let's just pick suits for this. It's no. Every single suit, even the jobber suits, are designed for every single country to give it that, to represent that country.
Hmm.
And you look at it and you're like, yeah, I think that's an awesome thing, honestly. So yeah, Burning Gunham, it's
Hmm.
cool.
Like, and every single country's Gundam has a special gimmick, basically.
Hmm.
But I I can hardly remember what the Mermaid Gundam would do, but well, of course, be for underwater combat. Like specifically, example, the Cobra Gundam. These lower segments can come out and extend, giving an actual Cobra body.
Yeah,
I mean,
which is
damn.
awesome.
Hmm.
Yeah, which is really, really cool.
And then the
So
Zeus Gundam had its chariot. Um,
and as I'll always say, the Tequila Gundam with its hat.
what did the Tequila Gundam do for a special gimmick? I totally forgot.
I don't know, but I've always liked it. Damn it. I don't remember. I mean, I saw Tequila Gundam. I was like, you know what? I like this. I've fallen in love with it. It's cool. Tequila Gundam. Damn it. Yes.
Pharaoh Gundam, of course, because it got infected with a Devil Gundam cell. It could do like basically regeneration, which is
Yeah.
pretty fitting for the whole mummy theme.
This is very true.
But so many of these I've totally forgot out of the back of my mind what they did.
It's been a while. It's
Yeah,
definitely
it's been a long while. But I think out of besides God, Master Spiegel, and Noble, the Dragon Gundam has one of the best gimmicks too, and especially with its finishing move, the Kyusen Kochoken technique when he has the butterfly wings. Whenever they animate that, it looks very pretty to look at.
Oh yeah. And also the cool thing about all those suits is that they were put in Gundam Battle Assault 2. So you got to play with all of them. Yeah. But also in terms of the Dragon Gundam, I think of all the suits, it was the only that fight. I actually have that I have the whole series, but in terms of DVDs, that's the one DVD I do have of the fight between Domo and Sasaishi.
Oh, really? Like,
yeah, that's the actual DVD I have. And I think it's like 3-4 episodes on it. But I got that one specifically for that fight because that was a badass fight. That was an awesome fight. And it was like
the second fight between Domon and Sasaishi, right?
Yeah, because the first one was a draw.
Yeah.
So when they fought, it was like, yeah, the first one was a draw, and they beat the crap out of each other. Like he countered I think he was one of only 1 or 2 characters by that point who had actually been able to counter at least one burning finger.
Yeah.
Because I think he blew his
the right
I
hand.
think
He blew up the right hand with a kick.
Yeah, and then he came with the left hand, which is the first time we ever saw Burning Gundam use the left hand.
Yeah.
And the fact that they were both in super mode, and Sasaishi was willing to blow his suit up, and I thought the fight was awesome. So that's kind of why seeing those two fight all out I've always thought that was really cool.
Yeah, and I noticed that with the 5 Gundam boys in this show, the main guys, they all had a first fight and then a rematch. And you could evidently tell the Dragon Gundam, it was more of an all-out, all-or-nothing brawl between those two compared to the other 3.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it was because I think with all of the main characters' fights, I think they stopped for some reason.
Yeah.
I think. But those two, it was literally just, I got your head. No, I got your head. And it was just like, okay, game.
Yep. And yeah, with round 1 against Chibi and the Gundam Maxter, Domon just shattered the left arm of the Maxter with the shining finger.
Yeah.
The first round with the Bolt Gundam was a draw. I don't remember what happened, but it was a draw. I think Domon lost to Gundam Rose. I think that was his first loss.
I think so.
And then, yeah, the Dragon was a draw.
Yeah, because I remember they were in the Guyana Islands, like, oh yeah, we were friends, but now we're not, because we were training to beat you, but now we're friends again. Yay!
Power of friendship.
Yeah. Hey, it's as I always say, it's Gundam.
And that's a very shonen anime thing. Power of friendship.
Yay!
And that's really evident in towards the end of the series when Domon, Chibity, George, Sasaishi, and what's the name of the Bolt Gundam's pilot?
I don't remember. Andre. I think it was Andre, something like that. Or something like that. I don't know. He was a prisoner, I know that.
Yeah. But like they were basically like, yeah, with us together we can defeat the Grandmaster Gundam. I'm like, oh jeez.
Yeah, no, Master Asia wasn't having that.
Oh no, he was already dead by that point with the Grandmaster Gundam. It was Grandmaster Gundam was the combined form of Master Gundam.
You're breaking up.
Oh, my can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, one of my headphones just died out. Sorry.
Okay, no, you're going in and out like pretty bad.
Okay, let me switch to regular lens. Hang on.
Hmm.
Can you hear me now? Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, it's because of my earbud Bluetooth was dying. So, alrighty. Now with that out of the way, what I was saying was um the Grandmaster Gundam. Let me just Google search this really quick because hang on. The Grandmaster Gundam was the combined forms of the Grand Gundam,
Oh yeah.
uh, and two other Gundams that
Yeah.
basically evolved from Dark. I mean, Devil Gundam cells.
Pretty much. It was like I forgot what they called the individual ones, like the Gundam. I can't think of the Gundam something.
Yeah, I only remember
Mm,
the Grand Gundam, which was the basically the torso here and
yeah,
the legs, and Master Gundam.
yeah.
But
But it was I
this
completely forgot about that. Damn.
but this thingy here and the Gundam that had the wings and the spikes, I totally forgot.
Yeah, 'cause those were the Gundams that were chasing Domo when he was trying to get to Neo Hong Kong
Yeah,
or
those
Neo China.
yeah, those three specific Gundams. So
Ah, gotta love it. Yeah, I gotta go back and I gotta go back and watch these things again because I'm like really trying to pull from my mind like yes I barely remember this, yes I remember that. I'm really trying to pull.
yeah, but yeah, like that was like just in my opinion one of the corniest things I've seen on an anime at that time. I was just like, really, the power of friendship? What is this, Sonic the Hedgehog?
Yeah, but it's the theme of like most most anime
Oh,
you watch. I mean, look at Bleach.
oh yeah,
Yeah, he's just
Naruto.
yeah. Like I remember took my friend. Just like okay, good for you. So it's a prevalent thing in a lot of anime and actually a lot of cartoons too. So it depends on the anime you watch.
And then what kills the Devil Gundam is the power of love by
Love.
Shomon and Rain.
Yes, they use the fifth element.
Oh god, I feel like I just want to like edit in Power of Love from Back to the Future on that scene.
You could. I think in Sailor Moon there was a song called Power of Love, I think. It was a long time ago. I could be wrong.
Alrighty,
I'm
so
definitely wrong.
that said, I think it could be unanimously said that the three of us like G Gundam to a degree.
Yes, this is correct. It's a glorious series that everyone should watch. And if you haven't watched it, shame on you.
If you haven't watched it, yes, shame on you, but don't watch it as your first go-to for a Gundam series if you're not into Gundam and want to get into it.
Yeah, don't do that. I mean, if you just don't give a damn, okay, go for it,
That's like
But
saying watch Wing for your first series.
well, I can't really say that because we did. We did. We didn't have a choice.
It's like, oh my god.
We really didn't have a choice because I remember when I was watching Wing, I'm like, oh, all right. That's all based on the original Mosu Gundam. Oh, man, Mosu Gundam must be awesome. And then I think a year later, 0079 came out, and I was like, what the hell is this?
Why is it so slow?
Why does this look like crap? What is what the? I want my money back. And then it grows on you, and you're like, oh, this is classic stuff. This is some
And
good
then when
stuff.
you realize that's the original, I'm like, oh, this is good.
But then that kicks open the door for 0083, 08th MS team, and you're like, oh, I understand now. This is the original universe. Okay.
Yep. Alrighty. So with that said, this has been Off the Runner, a Gundam and Gunpla podcast. As always, this has been your host, MVious Cosplay,
And I am Bucket Knight 359.
and DJProvoke had left the building a few minutes ago. So, alright, guys, see you next time. Bye bye.
Goodbye.